Let's see. We probably do have some AA in there. Let's start by moving here. Yeah, so they do. I don't really expect counterattacks at this moment to come from the south. Oh, you cannot reach it. Let's attack them twice. First. Yeah. Okay. They shouldn't need at least be able to deal enough damage against them, so I can get an overrun here. That way, at least, that is now cleared. And I should be able to bomb in this area at that point. Unfortunately, I don't think all of them will be able to reach that area. But I think enough of them will. I didn't want to get it from there. That's really weird. Oh, this is rough. That's the problem. Yeah, I can manage because I can kill them this way anyhow. Into the woods. Yeah. Okay, so that is definitely worth bombing. So, true question is, how useful? Yeah, I should probably still attack them. Okay, so even from here they do have an attack, a possible avenue of attack. I need to be able to overrun them. I think you already did double attack, yeah. Not really feeling like taking any risks with that airfield is going to be necessary. I guess I should have attacked with the fighters first, because that would have made it so that I would have dealt more artillery damage. Because I still cannot kill it now. And I still have some nasties around here that could potentially pose a problem. Maybe they have a double attack. They might for this turn. No. Okay, so it would probably be a good idea if that were to say disappear, or at least get sufficient damage. That's what I think. Still 1-7. Yeah, I do think might be able to keep that as a supply area. Keep it running. That would actually, I'm curious to see. No, I can't change the equipment now, apparently. What if I do this? Can I change the equipment? Yes, I can. Okay, that's clearly a bug. You shouldn't be able to do that, I think. Yeah, so you shouldn't be able to change your equipment and then move back. That's a bit silly. Yeah, not very surprising that those were dragon's teeth. Seems like the infantry went up there. Might be prudent to send some of these guys further up north. In fact, it's probably not even such a bad idea. Especially not if it, at the very least, means I'll be taking this. Because situation at Leningrad is getting a bit too hot for my tastes. But it does mean I could potentially attack something like that if I actually knew what it was. Which currently I don't. It's a bunker. Even this is not a bad attack. Because now I can actually go in here and also attack the AA. The thing is, if I kill this now, I can also still move into this hex. And apparently still overrun that. Wow. Really? That's... So now they did deal damage, which is... I guess maybe because they've taken a few hits now? It's a shame they can no longer move, but clearing already this, it's not too bad. That means things will be a little bit easier. These guys no longer have their support, or fire support, I think. Anyway, let's go back to these guys. So you have no damaged. It's probably prudent to keep these guys a little bit away from the front here, together with these in tow. let's move in here. I don't need to attack. And here... I have to question where I'm pushing them, because I want them to move up, I suppose. But not to be unsafe. Which actually currently is, so... I could also say that I want to move up through here to get to Seversky and then take out whatever they have there too. That probably wouldn't be such a bad option. It would allow me to move these guys to attack that. And I don't think the AI has this on their spotting radar, so to say. At least it seems unlikely that they do. Which leaves me with up here. Okay, so they do have a second attack. Although I currently have only this plane. The part that's a bit sad is that I indeed have to let those guys go. They're already a bit weakened, but still. So if I move on to the ice, I cannot see actually what the attack would be. Two, 7. Yeah, I need to use the unit in the rear first. This last one is interesting. I'm supposed to take damage here because they're on ice. This doesn't kill it, actually. But I could technically attack this and then move back, since they do have the overrun. That's probably a good idea. Yeah, so that will also take away their last fire support. Indeed it does, okay. Next, they have this info. I don't know what that is yet. But I do know that I can now go and harass the bomber. Which is the more dangerous of the two. Good. Okay, let's move back. They still have way too much there. The only good thing though is that they don't really get any supplies in this situation. So they should at some point or potentially run out. That's really the only light at the end of the tunnel that I see here. I could leave some units for this thing in order to make sure that it does additional damage. Things like this AT gun or whatever they have here. It's at 17 now, so in order to get it higher, it will still need to deal substantial damage. They don't get it automatically. But I will move in here. Which I think is good because then I can move the recon in here. Revealing some. Okay. So with that intelligence data, that gives me a bit of a better outlook. I don't like the looks of this park. Although there ain't too much I can do against it. Do like the idea of taking care of that airplane though. So they're down to 0. And if I can attack tactical bomber here, yeah, I still think that's worth it. Sure. So they're fairly weak. I'm currently at 35%, huh? Quite sure indeed this does account for a whole slew of them as well. They'll kill that and then probably try to go down, but I don't think they can reach this area just about yet. Also have these fighters. The goal is not necessarily to kill these guys, but to at least neutralize them. That is interesting, sure, but I'll leave it at where they are right now. Need to be careful of these guys that they don't do anything too strange. Like this, that's actually fine. Yeah, so like I said, the difficult part is leaving, I think, enough for them to defeat as well. To that end, though, I could leave them the infantry at least, so then they only need to deal 20. I think they can handle that. So leaving that infantry then, probably a good idea. I'll try to definitely deal with the other units. Those that might actually cause a little bit of an issue. Although what I'm certain to do is put these guys right in the center. And see if I can't get some of these guys out. I would probably... Well, these guys can go down and attack this thing. I'm not too sure how much damage they would do. If they go for something down here... I guess so be it. They do have only one ammo. These guys are a bit more problematic in that regard. I would have to see. My situation there is quite bad. And if crossing actually does take a move, they can do 1, 2, 1, 2. So technically here would be out of reach, but then they don't do anything at all. Yeah, I guess 1, 2, 1, 2. Thing is, I can't really put anything else in that position. I really would like to get them here, but that just paves the way for all sorts of nasty. Alright, well. Oh yeah, down here. I'd say these guys are fine. Yeah, leave that air cobra. We gotta stay realistic with these guys. Let's go in here and move up. Move forward, and that's about it. Alright. I think probably after this turn I'll be out of the woods, but not quite. Let's just see what they're gonna do. They took down even more infantry. That's an ambush if I... or not. Oh no, it's an infantry. Yeah. Alright, they're out of ammo. Alright. How did they see that? Does soak up all the ammunition from my forces, and now they have this bunker flak. Yeah. Screw that. How? What? How did they get that there? What the heck is this? That wasn't there before. There was no... Huh? How did that get there? They didn't have such a unit like that. Can they use rail to move and then attack? Oof. I'm getting below 1,000. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap things up here. I want to thank you all for watching. Do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care. See you then. Bye-bye. Alright. Things are not going well for me in this game, since I just had a crash where I landed my plane at an airfield and then I tried to do undo, but that didn't work so well because the game crashed from that. So now I basically have to replay almost the entire turn. Not particularly looking forward to doing that, so I might go through this relatively swiftly. I really hope I'm not making any mistakes through it, as I'm really not looking forward to replaying. I mean, after I've just played a turn, the replay factor of that specific turn for me really is like 0. I'm really not happy having to replay.
Comrade Zhukov, the damn Germans have stolen the entire contents of the Amber Room from the palace in Pushkin. They left only bare walls.
Don't you worry, Comrade Vasilevsky. When we get to Germany, we take back all that property stolen from the Soviet people. And there will be plenty German trophies to compensate us for our losses. I have heard German goods are famous for their high quality.
Yeah, sure. Anyway.
Comrade Zhukov, have you heard of the Belgian fort Ebenimel?
Once or twice. I heard it was considered impregnable.
Used to be considered, yes. Right until the German paratroopers captured it with its entire garrison in less than a day. A certain Rudolf Witzig was the officer in charge. And now I've received a report that he's been seen not far from Leningrad. He is a dangerous man, Comrade Zhukov. I wouldn't want him dropping on the Kremlin one day and capturing it like he did Ebenimel. Find him and eliminate him, and his unit as well.
Yeah, indeed. That needs to be taken care of, I suppose. Anyway, the purpose here is to also take down the anti-aircraft gun, because I know they still have 88s there. Yep. That's fine. I didn't use the Overwatch breakthrough. Ugh. This is what I'm talking about making mistakes, because I already played this turn and I'm just, you know, not. I don't have the patience to then replay a certain turn perfectly. Sorry, I just don't. Yeah. Here we go. They still have a elephant there somewhere. Not in particular need to attack that, although I suppose it could be handy. Yeah. I'll leave them there. So you can go forward here, I guess, quite a bit. Now, the thing that I really wanted to do as well, it just takes me to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kill those. So with that, I at least have been moving forward here quite a bit and quite nicely. I do believe there's... Yeah, there is supply from there. Okay. I need to stay around this area anyway in order to regain ammunition and things like that. I'm just burning through all my ammunition. It's that much. Go in here, do a double attack. I mean, the reason why I know what to do is because I already did all of this. I will replace certain things, like here I knew this guy was there, but since I did that on the first time I played this turn, that also happened. I want to redo that. Of course, the first time I actually did clear those mines, and this time I completely forgot. Well, let's clear them this way. But yeah, that wasn't supposed to be like that. This doesn't really matter all that much. Yeah, those things would support, so it doesn't help me to actually do that. Yeah, they can attack that. Yeah. Because it's question mark, so the game's not going to show the fact that it's supporting. Okay, further down here, I can take care of this first.
Our forces destroyed the armored train, Comrade Zhukov.
They had it coming. That will teach them not to use our equipment against us.
And so then afterwards I'll use fighters to damage it. I already said that there's not likely going to be an AA in the area close by. So I'm best off now just taking the airfield here. I'll also take down those guys, but taking the airfield means I can land there on the next turn. And I actually don't need to worry about, you know, fuel here. Despite the way it looks. Take both of these, and I should have supplies here now. Okay, next. You can go in here, attack those guys. I'm gonna start dealing with those tanks. None of these guys is in actual trouble, but it just kind of looks like it. Okay, there we go. Kill them, move in there. And now at least I'll move in here and use incendiaries. Need to take a look in there too. Alright, I need to get the artillery substantially close. At least in such a way that I can fix it up. Man, that doesn't reveal to me anything at all. Doesn't tell me where I can go there, so I really wasted that. Because basically we're at the point of the game where I just cannot get close to any hex, or within a range of 2 of any hex where I see a question mark. That's basically the point of the game where I'm at. Like, because if this is an AT, I can't move in here. If this is an AT, I can't move in here. If this is an AT, I can't move in here, for example. Or here, for that matter. So I am very restricted in that sense. Let's move here for now and do nothing. I don't have to commit. And I guess with that, I'll move these guys here so that they can also immediately land and keep going again. That's not really necessary. That thing has 2 fuel. So I think I got it. All right. Let's see what they got. So they will be on an overrun. I don't like that, but huh. That's good for me. And that's the elephant. Which, you know, attacking that doesn't really do a whole lot. luckily. Given the state of a turn like this, there's not a whole lot I can do. Either way, for this one, you'll have to do with just these 2 turns, unfortunately. I would have showed off the other 2 turns in this episode as well, but yeah, they just got lost. Kinda sucks, really, but I'm really not having the time to go, or actually even the interest to replay those turns in order to show them off. Yeah, that sucks, but I'm just gonna continue here. Like, I'm on a tight schedule here. I don't have time to dilly-dally and replay things at my leisure. Unfortunately, but that's just the reality of things, so I kind of have to keep going. Anyway, I'm going to wrap things up. I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. And I'll see you on the next episode. Take care, see you then, and bye-bye.